I've said it before and I'll say it again, Mass Effect is a deeply personal experience, not because your choices dramatically alter the fate of the galaxy, but because they determine which colourful alien you'd like to bone. And while being a connoisseur of interspecies romance is practically a requirement for this horny-ass trilogy, the real intimacy comes from wrestling with those little invasive thoughts about whether you should overreact or really overreact. Most players already know exactly what they're going to do long before the dialogue wheel pops up, and that's perfectly fine. But for the sickos, the spice seekers, and anyone looking to break free from their predictable Paragon by habit Commander Shepard, here are yet another 8 Renegade options everyone should try at least once in Mass Effect 2. Why is Shepard so cheap? When you first return to the Citadel after your brush with death, Commander Shepard, having learned absolutely nothing about the dangers of living recklessly, immediately dedicates themselves to haggling hard-working shopkeepers into financial submission, all to save a handful of credits. And honestly, you can't really blame them. Galactic-scale heroism isn't exactly cheap. But that understanding evaporates the moment you realise that earning money in the Mass Effect universe is about as difficult as grinding cash in Grand Theft Auto. Once you frame it like that, Shepard stops looking like a frugal hero and starts looking like a straight-up cheapskate. Normally, this would be harmless, since most of their attempts at negotiating are relatively civil. But then there's this.
Good day, my friends. Welcome to the Citadel.
You know, for a bunch of cheap touristy crap, your prices are pretty high.
I am sorry you feel that way. There are many stores on the Citadel. Perhaps another would be more in your price range.
So you're saying I'm poor? Just because I'm not as well off as you doesn't mean you can hold yourself above me.
What? No,
Hey everyone! This store discriminates against the poor.
Please, calm down. As an apology, I'll let you have my station employee discount. Is that acceptable?
Well, alright. But you still hurt my feelings.
If you do try this option, make sure you name your Commander Shepard Karen. Crime doesn't pay. Whenever I make these lists, the comments always remind me that a lot of these Renegade picks aren't actually a one-off for most people. Some of them are standard at this point, and this one, yeah, this seems to be the crowd favourite, which is fair. This Eclipse Merc is a straight-up killer, and Shepard hasn't exactly been handing out mercy coupons this whole mission. You put on the uniform, you deal with the consequences. Honestly, Elnora's story doesn't sound that wild at first, and since you don't actually find out what she's done until later, it's entirely reasonable to let her go, but only if you're not paying attention, because the game practically leaves breadcrumbs telling you she's full of crap. The biggest one being that Eclipse newbies don't even get their gear until after their first kill, so if she's wearing the uniform, well...
You chose your side, Elnora, and you lost.
Screw that bastard and screw you!
Nice try, Elnora. Priceless artifacts, who cares? Kasumi's loyalty mission has always been one of my favourites, not just because it digs into the heartbreak behind Kasumi Goto's past, but because everything leading up to that moment is just completely unhinged. The entire heist plays out like someone handed Donovan Hock a guide titled How Not to Host a High Security Black Market Gala, and he followed it to the letter, which makes this moment even funnier.
You're still going to die, screaming.
No! Have I got your attention?
Like, Shepard has zero idea what that thing even is. It could have been the urn of an ancient Asari queen, it could have been the galaxy's most cursed Fabergé egg. Doesn't matter. Shepard see, Shepard go boom. Classic. Commander Shepard's biggest nemesis, warehouse workers. Thane's loyalty mission might have zero combat, but what it lacks in gunplay, it absolutely makes up for in top-tier Mass Effect comedy. Like, just peak Shepard nonsense. Remember, we're on a timer, we're chasing a target, we've got a literal grenade launcher on our back, and Shepard still can't resist going full theatrics to intimidate this random warehouse worker. They could have just walked past the guy, but no, we get this.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing back here?
What am I doing here? What are you doing here?
What?
Do you have any idea how dangerous it is here?
Dangerous?
Get out of here now, before it blows!
Blows? What?
Run!
All right.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Yeah, me neither. And it doesn't end there. The fact that Mass Effect 2 puts so much time and effort into tormenting this poor kid is honestly impressive. Someone at BioWare genuinely sat down, brainstormed every funny and unnecessarily harsh way Shepard could deal with him, and then actually put them all in the game. Sure, the real punchline comes in the previous option, but if you're in a hurry or just feeling particularly done with this conversation, there's always the simple solution.
First, you get arrested for screwing with...
Boring conversation anyway.
This 100% unnecessary attempt at aura farming. The DLC in Mass Effect 2 keeps up the series' tradition of serious, sometimes genuinely uncomfortable storytelling, and Overlord is absolutely not subtle about it. There are so few moments of levity in this mission that I don't blame Shepard for taking the opportunity to look cool for the camera.
I hear you, Doctor. We've hit the override at Vulcan Station and are moving on. Shepard out.
Mindless mech or not, Shepard has earned this, and so have you. Those poor Krogan. Across the first two games, the story of Shepard and Garrus Vakarian is basically one long debate about morality, revenge, and whether shooting away your problems is a valid form of personal growth. So, with that in mind, whether you're trying to guide Garrus toward the straight and narrow, or fully nurture his murderous ways, when a wimpy little Volus yells draw, he better be ready to back it up.
Shoot them! Shoot them!
Sure, it's not his bodyguard's fault, but I guarantee he'll think twice before trying that again. And finally, just squint menacingly at this Krogan. They're not all the badasses they claim to be. The mission to lure out Morinth with, let's call it questionable nightlife behaviour, is packed with chances to rack up both Paragon or Renegade points. But there's one moment that's always stood out to me, because it might be the first time in the trilogy we see a completely normal civilian Krogan just trying to, in his words, enjoy a drink in peace.
I guess they'll let anybody in here now. No standards anymore.
Can you back that up? We go out to the alley, only one of us comes back in.
Just trying to have a drink here. No need to get all excited. Damn humans.
See? They're not all walking biological tanks. Some are just regular guys trying to have a night out, and unfortunately Shepard exists. Anyways, that's it for the second game. I'm sure there's plenty of others, but these are my personal favourites. Are there any Ruthless Shepard moments you like to participate in that I didn't mention? If so, let me know in the comments section, and while you're at it, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more amazing Mass Effect insights like this. Keyless Ally, my friends, and until next time.
I should go.